reminisce.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened. You know, it just happened. But I practice it. You know.
You do. I keep telling people, I'm like, no, I watch him do this shit every day.
Yeah.
It's kind of nuts that this is just a shot he has. You're doing this off the dribble, fucking holding two guys. Like, this
I
is
really
nuts.
think it's an easy shot to master once you just do it, just work on it, because you get a lot of power off one leg raising up like that. You see a lot of dudes shoot the running floater.
Yeah,
same thing.
that's what I'm saying. Like we've been laying up off one leg since we started playing basketball.
Yeah.
It's kind of a weirdly natural motion to do on the court.
Yeah, I mean, we do it all the time. So
you know, it's funny you say that. Whenever I would like shoot around and I do one-legged shots, them shits go in.
Yeah.
What is it about it?
It's just, I mean, I guess you when you stand up, I don't know. I'm trying to explain the science of it. It's like I guess you might get more power and balance off one leg, pushing off one leg. And then you get that momentum off the step when you're running into it.
Yeah.
It's just about, now you just got to just touch it up.
But think about the Hooper thing. Like, you walk around, you're doing air moves. You do that a lot. You just hop off one leg. Oh, this is a leg. You know, you tap when you're a kid, you fucking touch the doorway.
And you used to doing it when you're running, shooting half court shots.
Yeah.
So it's really just all about the touch.
Yeah.
I'm still with Marbury. Like, that's nuts that's happening in NBA games. And you just.
It's the having the confidence to pull it out. Shoot it.
I did believe you, but I was still shocked when I saw old footage. Like, this fucking guy.
I shot it from three a couple times, but I haven't made it. I think that was my first make from the three against Atlanta. But yeah, I've tried it before, man.
You know what I noticed in watching Skip to my Lou highlights? You have a little skip sometimes too. You skip a little bit. Kai skips too. I saw Kai doing the little skip also.
We got to dance out there.
We talk
like
about
when there's a lot of space and you bring it up court and you trying to, like, I saw you, you build that.
You do.
A little gallop.
You talk about that like that. When I see guys playing with a hop, I know they're kind of feeling it. You know, there's just a rhythm to that shit. You're just moving even freer than usually you.
You got that little bounce. You know, you can accelerate a little bit more after a hop.
Yeah.
Yep. You ever go in a really crowded game as a fan and it's like buzz early and you start feeling bouncy?
Yo,
like, you ready to hoop?
I was ready to hoop in Philly. I swear to God, I was ready to hoop on a lot of them playoff games. I'd go in there and sweat purposely because I felt ready to go, bro.
The Bucks game had an energy. No, Kyrie's return. That was about as much buzz I felt in the arena this year. And I was like, Jesus, there's people here way earlier. Like, it's just like.
Were you in Philly?
No.
Philly was a little electric too.
Oh, I bet. But y'all took the electricity right out to Philly.
Yeah,
Those are fun.
No, those games are, because the crowd, like you said, they there early.
Yeah.
In the warm-ups, you can tell there's going to be a packed house. It's weird. I never felt the buzz in the arena before. Like.
Ever?
Yeah, like from the outside, from the concourse area. It's like I never had that feeling.
Oh, like
before.
as a fan,
yeah. What
but
about
like a
your
big
return?
game, coming into a big game, and like how that feel as a fan? Like a game 7, like you said, you felt like you wanted to hoop. Like,
yo, some ill ones. Your return to OKC.
Yeah,
I was like
walking into the arena, it was wild.
Yeah, I walked with me, Charlie. Oh my God, Charlie, that shit was epic.
Like, did you get prepared walking in there?
Yeah, but we knew what it was. That was really a scene out of a movie. Like, even the lobby of the hotel, the buzz in the arena, the buzz outside the arena, the buzz on the walk over, the buzz from, what was the other one? Not the Skirvin, the one close to the arena called.
Yeah, I forget the name.
Oh my God, the new joint that they'd opened. Man, that was insane.
Yeah,
there was some other shit like that outside. When you guys played Memphis, when you were in OKC,
yeah, I remember
buzz
those.
outside that arena was live.
2013.
Yeah,
I did Raiders Chargers this year, and that was a do or die game, right? Last game of the season.
Oh, you went to that?
I went to that.
It was,
and I sat like
sick.
row 2, and like the parking lot. You're like, fuck, this matters, you know.
Nothing better than that.
And NFL is 80, 90K people. We're talking 4 or 5 times a basketball arena. And it's just like nothing like that.
Yeah, amazing. I want to experience that.
You got to. Well, what are they called now? The Washington team?
The Commanders?
They're going to have to get good for you to experience that. So it might be tough for you.
No, we always playing at the same time.
What about when you pulling up to the arena, saying what's up to the parking guys because it's your arena and your team. And you got to pull in the game 7. What's up, Mr. Durant? Owner's box right up there. You'll feel that buzz.
Yeah, you feel that buzz. Like the face of the team. I'm plastered on the arena outside on Atlantic. Like you feel that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That's different.
It's not different, but it's like it's just a different vantage point. It's the same feeling.
Yeah.
Y'all have.
Well, we're
like just anxious to get the game started.
Yeah, it's probably different when you can't control the outcome.
Yeah.
You can control the outcome.
Yeah, so coming into a game is not as stressful.
Yeah.
On the players as it is because you have some control.
Yeah.
Over some elements.
Yep.
Y'all have none.
None.
And a crazy rooting interest, like crazy.
So owners,
ingrained rooting interest,
and executives. They got to be sweating in games like that.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Season on the line.
Yep.
Job may be on the line.
Yep.
And you have no control.
Yep.
I met
Wilding out.
San Francisco Giants GM this year, and I asked him, do you kind of dumbass question, but like, how worked up do you get during these games? I can't watch them.
Yep.
I go to the clubhouse and I run on the treadmill. Are you serious? He's like, I'm too fucking wound up. Like you said. They had the best record in baseball last year. I don't think his job's on the line, but it's like it matters. Even
every game, every game,
too wound up. You couldn't handle it.
Jeez.
I'm like, I get it, but
man, why'd you work that hard to get that job?
You can't even enjoy it.
Yo, right?
Yeah.
So, big game tomorrow as we record this. How do you feel about the play-in? Like, no play-in. You're not playing tomorrow. You're playing Sunday. You're minding your business. Some guys are against it. Some guys are with it.
I mean, what can you do? Like complain to the NBA?
I feel like some guys have publicly.
Look how far that's gotten.
Year 2,
right? And they got exactly what they wanted in the second year.
As a fan,
straight up,
you enjoy the play. I like the idea of a do or die basketball game. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't care if that they didn't need to do it. I like the way it was, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like all this extra basketball, and that's what innovation is. Like, you're supposed to do it, I guess.
They had the perfect storm last year. LeBron plays Steph. LeBron and Steph are both in the play-in. I think Kyrie said that the other night. They're finally having a fucking parade about this.
Yeah.
You guys are there.
Yeah. Should be fun, man. Shit.
Yep.
Everybody enjoyed it last year.
You played these guys a few days back. Do you feel like anything informs into that, or
it's going to be a totally different game, I feel.
What is your playoff, not preparation, but is your playoff, I guess, daily? Is it different?
No, it's the same routine. It's just like a little mentally you're just focusing in on the details a little bit more than you did in the regular season. But
your days are the same, your approach is
Yeah, I mean,
I'm excited
just to keep the routine. I mean, you got to keep the rhythm of the season. You can't just switch it up once a playoffs come.
You feel like it is from your vantage point, or do you feel like he's a different guy when we get to May?
No,
June?
No.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that earlier today. I mean, as it related to just consciously thinking yo, I wonder, oh shit, playing tomorrow, And then I was like, oh, shit. Not, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing different in terms of, I guess, later on in a playoff run, obviously, I guess, right? The stakes get higher. I guess, maybe everyone else acts different. But, or people just go, yo, let me leave them alone. But, at this stage, I feel like you're just pretty regimented, right?
Yeah, same routine, bro. Get up, go to the gym, work on my game in the morning before the game start. Let's see what happens.
Though, at work, it's funny because if at work, if you're having a big day or a big meeting or a big presentation, you do have to do it a little different. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I wonder.
You do. You have to wear something a little bit different. You may get up a little earlier.
Why?
You just do. Because you're not doing the same thing. That's just Like, you're not doing the same thing that day. It's not like, yo, same thing. I do this every day. It's like, nah, it's different. You got to go somewhere else.
I think you saying you focus on the details a little more is kind of like your version
Mindset's the same.
Yeah, but the activity is the same. How you may approach it may change depending on the season. But to the core, the activity, you know what to do already.
Yeah.
You know what your presentation about, no matter if you got to dress it up.
From that standpoint, it's
you
the
see
same.
what I'm saying?
Yes. Like, it's not like I have to adjust anything about how I go about a day mentally, or like what the actual work is, or what the actual words I'll be speaking. Yeah.
It's just a matter of if I want to dress it up for the rest of the people, for everybody else.
Yeah. If I want to feel different today, I want to dress different, or
if I want to wear a suit because it's the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. That's all that is. Same thing. Good point.
Yeah. Are you gonna wear a suit? Are you gonna get your guys with like the matching joints? Like,
that shit would be breaking news.
That would be
Woj would be like something.
Yeah, you get
fans
lit
are worried.
Up the group chat for that.
Zero dark 30 mode. Everybody with black suits and shades on.
I appreciate the approach of being like, yo, but it's also funny. Like, you take one step back, it's like, you did what?
Well, does this even matter?
The Wizards? Like, we're gonna wear all black to Boston and then lost.
The Wizards, yep.
That's what it was?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious.
And the Cavs wore the suits.
Cavs wore the suits. They wore them a couple of times, which made it kind of funny.
Yeah. I remember the Houston Texans, they all wore the Letterman jackets to one of their playoff games. I forget what year it was. They had Arian Foster on the team, whatever. They all had the nice Lettermans.
I like that kind of. I like that.
It's cool. It's cool. Especially if you get the win.
Yeah, if you get the win.
Kobe with the jerseys. That was fire when I was younger.
He was wearing,
he wore jerseys all the way through and then like finished with a Jordan jersey. He playing that
throwbacks,
shit.
When like the 90s Knicks would start a playoff run, they would all like shave their head and wear all black sneakers, or like, you know, it's like a thing.
It's like Olympics. Guys would grow their hair. Well, I think that's part of like there's a fucking barber
just like
Brazil.
Out of country.
Like that Vince dog, he's got a fro. We've never seen him with hair. He's in a fro. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I'm excited. You excited for playoff run?
Hell yeah.
You?
Hell yeah.
You're super mellow, low key, cool guy right now.
Ready to rock, man.
I'm very excited though.
You know what I wonder? We talked about this the other day. I wonder for you too. I feel like you missed out on 2 MVPs.
Last 2 years?
Yes. I feel like you further established yourself to most of the basketball world. Like, this is the best player. You know, all due respect to everybody else, but this is the best player.
In some people's mind, they may have seen it that way.
But the MVPs, I feel like...
Yeah, I had a narrative. I had a story. People was behind my story. People like the Achilles story and bouncing back from that. Like, that stuff was working in my favor. We were winning. I was playing well, but like, I got one already. I know what it felt like. It'd been cool to get a couple, but like, I couldn't be tripping over it.
Do you feel like that they were there to be had? Like,
mm-hmm.
I'm with you on it's a narrative thing now.
Yeah.
And like,
you still have to play well. Don't get that wrong.
Yeah.
But there's so many guys playing on that level that something else got to separate you from the pack. When you got 4 or 5 guys averaging over 28 points and all their team's doing great.
Yeah.
Like, you got to have something that works in your favor.
By the way, that's such a good point, because when you say that the MVP race is all narrative, what else could it be?
That's a good point.
Because if you put the stats up against each other, it's impossible to gauge.
All amazing.
They're all amazing.
Incredible
What's more valuable? Someone's assists are higher, his rebounds are higher, his field goal percentage is higher, his turnovers are less. Like, so all their stats are amazing, and it's like record being one thing. We've all somewhat accepted it, right? If you're a winning team, I think that's like the criteria, and then after that is a narrative.
Yeah.
I think it's a great.
What else is there? It's got to be a narrative.
I think it's a great point. I think it's also a testament to, like, there's no clear front runner, right? We've had years when Mike was winning MVPs. It was like, if anybody else wins, it's a travesty to the award.
But other people won.
Carl did it. Malone eventually
Barkley,
won.
Carl, Hakeem,
David Robinson won.
David Robinson
won. But I do think, especially this year, it's just a testament to Giannis is having such an amazing year. Jokic is having such an amazing year. Joel Embiid's having such an amazing year. Luka's having an amazing year. I don't feel like anybody's gonna get robbed, but I think that kind of did birth that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not like they're lobbying. It's not like Joel's going, "This is my story and this is why I should win."
Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
And the thing is
John Moran. It's like so many guys that can run.
Everyone else on Memphis.
Yo.
The Memphis team.
Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
MVP.
Yo, Desmond, there needs to be an award for Desmond Bain.
Too.
Yo, he got to get most improved, right?
He's I think Jordan Poole's the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Also deserving.
Damn. See, there's a lot of people that's playing well, like that should get that could go. That these awards can go either way. Rookie of the Year too, like all NBAs, all that stuff could go either way. But like, what's gonna separate you to the voters?
Yep.
And it's mainly like your story, your personality, because your game did the talking.
Do you think that's right?
I mean, nah, I don't.
It should just perform.
It should just be straight performance based, and it shouldn't be like individual awards shouldn't have how your team does shouldn't carry that much weight as it does right now. Like, cause that's a team thing. Like how you perform individually. Like as far as the all NBAs and all stars, in my opinion, like MVP, that's a little different thing. But like all NBAs, all stars, what else? Rookie of the Year, all that stuff, like
individual awards.
That's about individuals.
Rookie of the Year is individual, which is ironic, right? Because the idea is that it's the best rookie, and they're supposed to use that same criteria for the other titles.
Yeah.
But Rookie of the Year could be on any team. You could be 20 and 62.
Most improved, like
maybe they should make a computer program out of it.
I don't think that.
What?
I think it should be former MVPs or
players.
former guys who won the award, maybe form a committee to vote on this stuff.
That's a good idea. The reason I said computer program was more of a way to take it out of the hands of how can it not be narrative when it's other human beings doing it that are fans, but people that have won the award could earn that title to vote. That's a pretty cool idea.
I think a lot of this stuff a committee should be formed around awards like that, because you look at the list of people that's voting for MVP, Finals MVP.
These are life-changing moments.
Life-changing moments. Like legacy-altering decisions. And now money is involved, all NBA. Like,
that's tough. That's a kind of crazy decision.
We definitely have to vet these people out who are making these decisions to. So it shouldn't just be like.
I like this. Who's on the Hall of Fame committee then? And these people are untouchable, because who's going to shit on Mike for his vote or LeBron for his vote? So
like the Heisman Award, it's former Heisman winners who vote on that shit, right? Because they bring them all out and it's a whole thing.
Is it? I think you're right.
They have a vote.
It is. Like it's the Heisman committee.
They have a percentage of the vote, I think.
Definitely.
But it should be. It should be more of a. It should be more of a committee that's dedicated to figuring out throughout the whole season, not following narratives, not following your story, who's actually playing the best for these awards. Like,
you don't think it should be Pablo Torres?
I would love to see Mike's.
Yo, I wonder how you get that opportunity to become a voter for those awards.
Yo, I gotta get a vote. And like, it's a media thing. I feel like I can get it.
No, but imagine that shit was like Kareem, Magic, Mike.
But these dudes got to actually come and evaluate and watch the games, though.
Imagine Mike saying,
Bird,
none of y'all, fuck it.
Oh, well, then they can't. I mean, but you know they're not watching 8.
No, I'm just talking. I'm not saying, like, of course you're not going to get the biggest and, most famous names, but committee of like a fucking, like, I'm not saying past guys who won it, because that's going to be too exclusive of
Yeah.
But, like, former players, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, actually hooped out there that,
Yes.
There's so many guys that work in the NBA.
What are coaches?
Coaches
would be great.
Could
coaches,
players,
vote for former executives. Like executives, like it should be within the
industry, within the NBA.
Within the industry, yeah.
I understand what you mean.
Okay,
the media is like outside they
yeah,
they like outside the club. Like we in the club. Like they trying to get in.
You get a vote this year
for MVP.
Who are you picking?
I'm picking Joel Embiid.
Leading scorer in the league.
Yeah, I just think his dominance throughout the year was like so impactful for his team, and he averaged 30. led the league in scoring. I think he should win it.
You got Joel?
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. But the thing is I think it's better for him to answer that because when I look at Joel, Jokic, Giannis, I'm like,
it's so minuscule.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But Joel probably in terms of like the eye test, like when I'm watching, he looked like that guy. But there's a player coming out from Serbia, and I could be wrong, called Nikola Jovic.
Yeah, I seen that today.
That's gonna be fun.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's
like
one
NBA
letter.
Bound?
NBA bound. Like,
yeah,
right?
About 6'10". I also think MVPs, like, if you're gonna win a back-to-back MVP, it has to be a historical season. You know what I'm saying? It has to, like, team-wise, individual-wise, like, everything has to be working in your favor to get back-to-back MVPs. Like, your team wins 70-some games, you average 30 and get 50, 40, 90.
You think
like, you know what I'm saying?
Do you think that's right, or you think that's just been the way it is?
What?
That a player should have to raise the level. You have to step your level of play up from your last season in order for you to get it back to back. You get what I'm saying? Yeah.
If that makes sense.
It feels that way for sure.
You can't have the same production the next year. So with somebody else, might as well jump in there and get that MVP then. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
I thought the Booker MVP combo was fascinating because, like, people turned it into numbers, analytics, and other people were saying, well, look at his impact that I see when I watch this game. I just feel like best record in the league. If he's not the best player, he played more games than CP, so his impact is strong.
Yeah,
I just feel like a player like that should be rewarded in a sense too. Maybe he's not the MVP because Joel had such a great season and Jokic had such a great season, but I did really like that conversation. And going back to what we were saying earlier, like, who the fuck are we to tell Isaiah Thomas he's wrong? Like, this is one of the greatest players, greatest basketball minds of all time.
Yeah.
And he kind of like kickstarted it, but he's another guy. Like, I'm happy he's on that stage now and getting recognized. I know you've been a fan of his game forever, and people were so quick to blow that off. I'm like he should be in the combo.
I think a lot of that is just fighting a critique of, like, what is the real criteria? Mm-hmm. It's like, is it just because you win games and you may be the leading scorer of your team, even though it's not like a leading scorer in the league, but like 25, 26 points is a lot. But it's guys that have better individual numbers than you, but my team is way better than you. Should I win an MVP? Some guys won an MVP like that. Mm-hmm. But some guys won it just off having incredible stats and maybe being a middle of the pack team in your conference. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, that's when it's like you don't know which criteria works for each year.
And, in the NFL, you clearly have to win to some degree to win MVP.
Yeah.
Like, Aaron Rodgers can win 4 or 5 MVPs. If they're 14-2, he throw 50 touchdowns. Exactly. It's like, no matter what.
Yes.
Narrative, don't care about your narrative, don't care about who you are as a person. Yes. Like, if these are stats you're going to have and that's what your team going to do, you're going to win MVP. You know what I'm saying? It should be that absolute.
Yeah. But that, to your point, is why then would have Book, like, rock like solid in that combo, and he hasn't been, and I agree with you from that.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting when his name came up because I don't think I'd consider him at that point, and Chris was in the middle of missing a month and a half, whatever it was, and it's like, nah, like he kept them on their pace that they were on, and they clinched the 1 seed a week and a half ago. Like, incredible season for them, and after losing the finals, just keep it going.
And the narrative towards Books has just been, it's been working against him since he got in the league.
100%.
Like, so it's like, if he won the MVP, to be honest, he's gonna have to average 35 points a game. Yeah. That's what the Kobe Bryants did when they had to go above and beyond to get that true recognition for what they do. Because for some reason you just got labeled as something when you came into the league. Yeah. And then now when CP came, they didn't give him full credit for his development as a player, because it's like, well, CP came and just turned this whole thing around, which is true. But without Devin Booker, ain't no turning around nothing in Phoenix. Because before CP, they was actually looking up. And when Monty got there, they was actually playing better. So, like, he flying under the radar just because of the narrative around him, in my opinion. Because, his development as a player from the 13th pick until not even what he's doing right now. Let's talk about what he did 2 years ago as a player. That's like insane development. Now he on a winning team.
But all jokes aside, like, damn, because when you said that like that's real, right? And it has hindered Book to a degree in some way, shape, or form from the beginning of his career. It's kind of fucked up though, because what happens is these things are real. Like, so you tell the player, like, come on, you can't even worry about that, or Book shouldn't have said this, that. Mm-hmm. But this shit is real. Like, it ends up being held against you. It has an effect on your legacy, and your legacy comes with like our ROI. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And beyond just how it feels in here. And that's why I said the computer thing, half joking, but like, who we even listening to? Like, it's a lot to put in someone else's hands from that standpoint. Because you look at Kevin's stats, right? Who are we to say 55 games ain't enough? That ain't enough. You can't be in the conversation.
And I'll give you a better example. I feel like 2016, we talked about this before. Like, I should have been first team All-NBA in 2016.
Yep.
And that's like, I wouldn't say like I am pissed. Not pissed off about it to this day, but just like a little salty because it's like, why didn't I get that?
Because that was wrong.
Yeah, it was wrong.
Yeah.
I should have been first team All-NBA that year. Kawhi was ahead of me, but the way I played, my stats, and where our team was, no way you looking at our stats right now and say, all right, he should have been first team. But who voted for that? Like, why? Why? What was the reason for that? Looking at how I played. And he was a 2 seed, but I was a 3 seed. Like, what was the difference?
We're about to see something.
You know what I'm saying? So that right there made me realize, like, come on now. Like, what are we doing? It's not even really about.
No, and then someone's going to say, yo, KD only had 14 first team
it's like, yo, I really should have had 6, 7 first team, or 7 of them, I think, instead of 6 of them, because that year I was really first team all NBA. So, but who voted? Like, which guys voted for this? What are you looking at? Why?
This year's
those are questions that guys are asking now when it comes to these awards and these, because I said money is involved with it. These bonuses are involved when it comes to that nowadays.
This year's going to be tricky with that too, because it seems like Jokic and Joel are going to make first team All-NBA.
Which is ridiculous.
Because of the way it's set up. And like, I wouldn't be shocked if we change that rule in the next few years. And because of that, like, somebody's going to fall back on second and third. Is going to trickle down.
So they're eligible for forward and center positions.
So DeMar DeRozan doesn't make it because we stuffed 2 centers and 2 forward positions. And like,
but mind you, in 2016, DeAndre Jordan made first team at center. Yeah, because we did stick to the positions.
Yeah.
So I understand that things have to be changed, and there's no one person that's wrong for that. But like, should we just not look at these stats then anymore? Because
it should just be the 15 best players.
Yeah.
Regardless of position. The 5 best players on the first team and the rest after that. Like, it shouldn't even be the best guards or the best forwards. Who cares no more?
Yeah.
Our game is positionless. We all playing like guards and centers and wings. So do away with all of that, and then it'll be easier to figure out who the best 15 are.
And the labels we mentioned earlier, they matter in this too. They matter in this, and it's going to hurt guys in this voting. Book is going to be up for these, and you know that's people have this staying view of him from they feel like he's a loser with good stats for X amount of years, in stats that don't have impact. I think to be like a homer, I think Kyrie is another guy who suffers from that. Like guys have, Kyrie's always a funny case because the way players talk about Kyrie. And then the way he's held up and judged by media or whatever we want to call it, it's probably his biggest gap as any player I've ever seen. It's kind of insane. And so those labels stick and they matter and they hurt and they can get in the way of a lot of shit.
Yeah, usually the conversation around the game is way different from the people that are in it compared to the people who just observe from the outside. Mm-hmm. They got a good vantage point too, compared to some people who never been to games. But us, we in it, so it's a little different for us when you're looking at a player.
Well, I think we said enough for you to go viral and get picked at and get your label a little more.
That's why we're doing this, man.
This was fun. I always like sitting down talking with the
Good
guys.
Talks, fellas. Good talks.
A bunch of just random Nothing is.
I liked it. I loved it, man. Fun. I loved it.
This is we when we went to the Yankees game last year, we went viral because somebody was puking. This is the type of shit we were talking about.
Yeah.
This is why we do this. So it was great.
Yep.
Thanks for having us. And
man, thanks for taking over, fellas.
Literally out of office. So
yes, sir.
Lots of fun.
You know I can't talk hoop like this with Gianni.
Yeah.